allow the children.
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó jòjòjò. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó jòjòjò. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are joining me from. It is Maiyegun's brunch time. Though it starts late somehow, right? But you can still be part of it because it is the snippet to what is still to come later tonight. So share this. The Minister of Misinformation for Kolu has come out to say, well, they are going to have a 1-year Lowkey celebration. Do you have an idea what they are intending to celebrate? Intending to celebrate your defeat. You have now, most of you have now become the voluntary slave. You can share this and you can dial in and call in and be part of it if you want. It's all up to you. First two ladies in the house, that's Ngozi and is that called Ada Zion? Share this program. Now I have have a very big question where I would love a lot of you watching from Nigeria. If you have a chance, you can call in. It's not so busy in the afternoon, okay? You can call in and tell me if you are presented with two options and you only have one to choose from, Thiefnubu or a bag of rice. Thiefnubu or a bag of garri. You will tell me why if you call in today. Lawal came out and he accused Thiefnubu of intentionally coming to destroy Nigeria after Bukwari by forcing himself on you. That's what Thiefnubu did. Now, they grabbed you, they snatched it. A year after that, your life is worse off. But they are going to tell you that you are wrong to think your situation has worsened under Thiefnubu. They will change it and they are on it already. So today, now, sorry for the late start. Usually some people are beginning to set their own time for the breakfast or the brunch time with Maiyegun. But I don't know what happened, right? In case if I'm going to need a lawyer, though, I'm going to sue Virgin. Okay, I'm going to sue them so bad. So they are charging me for something, the service they are not giving me. And that is what I've been experiencing since afternoon. Can you believe that? So I had to improvise, use my own mobile internet for this. Can you believe that too? So that's one of the reasons why I have been, I had to start late. But let's leave it at that, okay? So Babashir Lawal came out 2 days ago, and he said that Thiefnubu intentionally, that is aim and goal for hijacking the government of Nigeria for himself and his cronies is to enrich themselves and impoverish the rest of you. There is another team that came out to say, no, Thiefnubu's time has been the greatest time. It's far, far better than Bukwari's time. But if you have a chance of calling me this afternoon, we have just 2 hours to wrap this up, okay? So if you have a chance of calling in this afternoon, I'm going to present you with that question. Thiefnubu or a bag of rice? Thiefnubu or a bag of garri? You will say, but let's get into this. Call it the snippets.
The Northern Congress for Change implores Nigerians to disregard the unfounded and spurious assertions made by David Babachi.
Just so you know, by the way, this team is a team that says Thiefnubu is the best thing that has ever happened to you in Nigeria. And Babashir Lawal coming out to call Thiefnubu a failure or this or that is why they are giving this press release. And you will have many, many like them defending that same Thiefnubu. But the day you stand up and you end this madness, people like this will disappear. You will never see them again. But in a rotten system like what you have, you are going to see many, many like this. I will speak out and say, now because some people are just enemy of Thiefnubu, therefore they are enemies of Nigeria. That is why they can't see the great work that Thiefnubu is doing. But you can see it, Abi. Now listen to this mofos.
The Northern Congress for Change implores Nigerians to disregard the unfounded and spurious assertions made by David Babachi Lawal and instead concentrate on the tangible progress and significant strides being made under the visionary leadership of President Tinubu. He is our president with his laudable policies, and we have no reason not to support a program so that Nigeria can progress and return to the same image of the giant of Africa. The allegations against him were thoroughly investigated by an ad hoc committee of the Nigerian Senate, which portrayed a long shadow over his credibility and integrity. His tenure as SGF was marked by a litany of corruption allegations and scandals, and his removal from office as the Secretary to the Government of Federation was a watershed moment in Nigerian politics, raising serious questions about his trustworthiness and moral justification. Furthermore, it is worth to note that even in the last election, he supported Mr. Peter Obi for his elections, for his bid for presidency. And we see that that raised a lot of doubts about his judgment and his ability to make accurate assessments of political situations. Now, if we go back to Nigeria before Tinubu and the corruption in the oil sector, before we embark on such an examination into the current state of Nigeria under the leadership of President Tinubu, the Northern Congress for Change invites us to take a moment of reflection on the notorious circumstances, nation's circumstances prior to his administration, and leaving everyone to be a better judge in the end. Now, in the issue of the new Nigeria under President Tinubu, after the removal of subsidy, we'll take a look at it and discover that the advent of Tinubu administration has been a renewed focus of tackling corruption in the oil industry. The courageous decision to eliminate fuel subsidy has proven to be a crucial milestone on the path of economic reform. The government has introduced several reforms aimed basically at increasing transparency due to the process of accountability in the sector. These reforms include the introduction of open and transparent bidding process for oil licenses, the introduction of independent regulators to oversee the sector, and the implementation of a very robust anti-corruption program. We can see from there that the government is also taking steps at recovering stolen funds and assets, by which the government has mandated the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Nigeria's Anti-Corruption Agency, with sole empowerment to investigate and prosecute cases of corruption in the oil sector, with several high-profile cases being prosecuted in recent years. The advantages of eliminating these four subsidies can be seen clearly with a bold move has precipitated a surge in private investment in the oil sector, bolstering efficiency and curtailing wastage. The resultant savings have been judiciously redirected towards the critical sectors such as infrastructural development, education, healthcare, and also beginning to yield multifaceted benefits to the nation. President Tinubu's administration has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to inclusive leadership, skillfully balancing the diverse socio-political and religious inclinations of the nation. The exemplary leadership further spearheads an unprecedented era of economic prosperity with tangible results manifesting in various sectors.
Nuisance, Lele. Nuisance.
I don't want to just leave you there listening to that, because some of you will be kind of, if you were me, you'll probably be raging, like, what is he talking about? That's how you have a useless people. There are people that will tell you that you need to respect them. Now, that's somebody's papa. Now, everything is said about Babashir Lawal as a criminal, investigated and removed, and everything is true, fine. As a member of APC, he is a criminal, no doubt. But somebody sat there and was reading that Thiefnubu is fighting corruption in the oil sector. Thiefnubu removed subsidy. Economic reform of Thiefnubu removing subsidy has saved Nigeria. And this is what they do. All they have to do is just to keep repeating it until all of you will kind of have to believe it. Do you believe that they've removed subsidy truly? Do you believe that the subsidy removal has saved Nigeria? Do you? Because they are saying it to you, and some of you are repeating it. You know, you are repeating that too. Ah, man, subsidy need to go. Let us be honest. And all of that, because they are saying that to you. And since they removed it, how has your life improved? Anyway, so that's just part of where you see the reason why a lot of us don't have any respect for a lot of them, whether they are old or young. These are people that are so good enough to gaslight you, to blackmail you, and make you agree that, you know, the worst is the best you can get. The worst they are giving you is the best you can get. And you can see on their faces too. They are the walking example of poverty. You can see it all over them. But yet they are all ready to quickly put together themselves and call themselves any name and say, we are speaking on behalf of so and so. And you're going to see a lot of them, a lot. So again, since I am not going to be delving too much into so many of these this afternoon, so it's called snippets. Found a lady that seems to have found, her video has found its way to Nigeria, the religious capital of Africa, where people are so religious, but at the same time, they are also so corrupt, evil-minded, dark-minded. But they love shouting God, Jesus, Allah, 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 Jesus, Jesus, Allah, 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 Jesus, Jesus, every now and then. They are the most horrible people you can come across, sincerely. Especially those of them that present themselves as religious. I'm serious. So if you see anybody who is from Nigeria that is shouting Jesus, Jesus, or shouting Allah, Allah, every small thing, God, this or that, run from them for your own good. Okay? Run from them. They are the most dubious, manipulative individuals you can come across. So evil. And they are so comfortable supporting evil, especially if the people perpetuating the evil are those they have one or two things in common with. You see any Nigerian shouting God, God this, God that. Jesus this, Jesus that, any smart thing, Jesus this. Run from them. Oh. It is for your own good. Now, watch them as they react to this, because they are already reacting. This lady is talking about tithe, something that they have already sent a lot to hellfire for. They say, oh, you are going to hellfire for challenging us. And I love it. I love the way she explained it. But trust Nigeria. The one where their pastor tell them is the truth, not the one the Bible actually says. Paying tithe. What is tithe? I love this.
My guy. All right, so yes, tithing was for the Leviticus priest, but only the 10% that God is talking about in the Bible. So let me break it down for the religious folks. You had 12 sons of Israel, 12 sons of Jacob. Everybody from every 12 tribe was given an inheritance of land, crops, and different things, except for the sons of Levi. That's why they're called the Leviticus priesthood. Levitical priesthood means son of Levi. You only could be a priest if you were of the blood of Levi. And first of all, a lot of y'all don't know if y'all even from the blood of Levi, but that's a story for another time. See, they were only given the inheritance of God, meaning everybody got land and everything else, but the priests were only dedicated to God himself. God gave them the temple to do the tithes and offerings and everything else. Their job was to stay in the temple all the time, to do the offerings and tithes. See, the thing with the tithes was the Levitical priest got their share of the tithes first, because they didn't have inheritance. They didn't have crops, food, land, clothes, and etc. So what they did was, when the people brought all their tithes to them to the temple, all their crop shares and fruits and clothes and things that they had, oils, flour, and etc., everybody was to bring their share of stuff for tithes and offerings. See, the Levitical priests would take out their share of tithes first, so that they would have food and clothes or whatever they needed first. That's where the 10% comes from. The 10% belongs to God. They were God's inheritance. So when the priests took their parts, then they'll make the people stand in a line and dish out evenly different things to them that they need. The community. Just like they do today at shelters. The Bible says that the tithes is for widows, the fatherless, orphans, strangers, anybody who comes to them for help. The Bible tells you who the tithes are for. It says it was for these people. And then it was up for the priest to dish out these things to the people from the storehouse, the different things that people brought as tithes. So then the priest would dish out evenly to the people what they needed and who needed what. And then the rest that was left over, They just stack it back up in the storehouse. If these people needed food, give them food. If these people needed this, give them this. If this person needed clothes, to give them this piece of clothing. Tithes was for the people. It was food, flour, oil, clothes that the people brought to the priest. The priest will pick out their 10% that they want to keep as an inheritance from God. Then they will dish it out evenly upon the people of what they needed. That's where tithes come from. There's only one time in the Bible that money was mentioned for tithes. And that one time that it mentioned money is because that the people was traveling and it was time for them to give their tithes. And the stuff they gave was too heavy. They carried animals as tithes, big bags of flour, and other things. This stuff was heavy while they was traveling. So God said, go and sell your tithes and get the money. But once you get back to your destination, where you need to give your tithes to, you go back and you buy that stuff back. And then give your tithes. That's it. Only one time was tithes mentioned about money. And he made sure to tell them that once you got back to where you're supposed to go and give your tithes to, you go back and buy that stuff. You go back and buy food. And once you buy that food, then you go to the temple and give your tithes with food to stack up in that storehouse. Tithes was never money. Never. Like he says in Matthew, when you go out and spread his word, you take nothing in return. No gold, no silver, not even a copper coin. You ain't even supposed to take a penny for spreading the word. Because what was freely given to you, you shall freely give. And that was his word. So always allow Romans 3 and 4 to cross your mind. Because the love of money is the root to all evil. And that's exactly what these churches got going on. The love of money and robbing God through tithes and offerings. So let Yah be the truth and every man a liar.
I mean, I saw that online yesterday, and typically it found its way to the Nigerian social media. And then those who are like career pastorpreneurs or and the aspiring pastorpreneurs in Nigeria, they said, well, we don't belong to the house of Levi. Then we are not Levites. But Abraham paid the tithe to Ashakanankat or something. I don't know the name. Something like Ashakanankat or something. And because Abraham paid tithe to the chief priest of that time, and they are children, I don't know, they are trying to defend their business, their robbery, and the threat that comes with you must give me your money or else God will punish you. Like, are you mad? My money, come and take it. Here you go. So they were there arguing about if you are supposed, it has gotten so worse in Nigeria that they threaten people that if you don't pay the tithe, things will be tight for you. Now, things is tight for everybody right now in the contraption that even churches can feel. Well, maybe now that more people are broke and they are now questioning what they are doing with their money. So they threaten them every now and then in Nigeria. And guess what? There were others who were more interested in how she looks. Oh, you want to you want to be listening to somebody who has a piercings. Somebody who is wearing eyelashes. And that one you listen to. Oh, devil is doing overwork. Devil is trying to make you miss heaven. In the Bible, it says that you have to give your money to your pastor. But there's nowhere in your Bible where they said you should give your money to your pastor or anybody. But these guys have held Nigerians so tight that they are even collecting their first, your first fruit. They call something first fruits. And that is your January salary. Everything, you give it to your pastor to bless you so that you can make more money for the rest of the year. If you dare tell them saying a robbery, they go remind you. They will remind you, say, thou shalt not talk about the anointed and the rest of that. So they are busy talking about how she look, They're busy about all this and that because they love their slavery. Okay? So I'm not talking to you. If you are the type that believes that this is, this has nothing to do with mind control and the rest of that, you can do whatever you like with your money, sincerely, okay? But we have seen ridiculousness of some of these pastorpreneurs right there, Nigerians, on display, and they are so embarrassing enough that, yeah, you look like stupid people who just give your money to somebody, right? Stupid people who can't read their Bible. So you have to pay somebody to read it for you. That's what you are doing. A lot of you giving your money to those guys, your pastorpreneurs and all those criminals, right? And then you become very, very defensive in defending them, the rest of that. So it's all right. If you can't read your Bible, then you pay somebody to read it for you. And that person you are paying is that criminal in suits, speaking the language of abracadabra nonsense. Sorry if I offend you.
What shall I say unto the Lord?
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say,
Thank you, Lord.
thank
shall I
you,
say?
Lord.
Thank you,
We can deliver,
Let's put that aside. So I thought I would bring that to you and I'm sure that to you. So yeah, I'm asking you, if you are watching me, even if you can't call in, okay, please tell me. If you are watching me from the shithole, the contraption, Nigeria, tell me now, it's been a year under Thiefnubu. There is 7 more to go, 7 more years to go, okay? And there's no point in knocking your head or knocking your head on anything at all. Just answer the question. So if you are, I'm going to read my comments, okay? So if you are offered Thiefnubu or a bag of garri, which one are you going to take? It's a very straightforward question. Just say it, Kolu or garri. So somebody said that why do you have to put a bag of garri next to Thiefnubu? I said, like, just to show that, it's a bag of garri. It's like, why not just like, the mudu, what do you call that thing again? The mudu bucket. So if they put a bucket of a mudu of garri, a bucket of garri next to Thiefnubu, a lot of people will pick that bucket of garri. A bag of garri is too much for a worthless Thiefnubu for what he has done and what he's still going to do. And that's like an expression of, a disappointment, you would say. But you tell me, a bag of garri or Thiefnubu, if you have a choice to pick. I know it seems like, inconsequential or not so like important, but it is. Okay, you know why? There are so many of you who believes that Thiefnubu did not win any elections, but he is your president now. And there are some of you who believes that you could take him out in your next election, in your dreams, okay? I would love to see you do that or try. However, Thiefnubu that is roaming and then, committing all of these atrocities, plus his guys, they are giving themselves award. They say they are not celebrating, nothing to celebrate per se, as we speak. But if you have a chance, I want to see to that. If you have a chance of choosing between a bag of garri or a bag of rice or a bucket of garri or a bucket of rice and Thiefnubu, what would you choose? Just answer that. Here is another thing I picked while coming here. This was in the Calabar, Cross River State House of Assembly. We don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on. I will know the rest soon anyway, right? Until when they started fighting themselves over maize.
That claimed the life of 4 persons. I lost over 9 million, but also today. nothing has been done. So, Mr. Speaker, I am very, very aggrieved. That is the more reason that I, on the relation of America, representing Calabar South, constituency 1, based on that, I want to invoke section 92, sub 2C, for the removal of the Speaker of the Federal State. That's it. Now, I still move. Mr. Oman, I represent the Speaker of the Federal. I hereby second the motion
Like I said, I'll find out later. They were discussing their budget, I think, of money too. It could be money. It's always money, right? So, and then things just escalated afterward, and they started fighting. I've got more videos, but that's the one I'm going to show you for now until later in the evening. Here is another clown on the TV program, okay, and he's a PDP guy, okay, from Oshun, and he's here there speaking on behalf of Ajogba Trophy of Oshun. It looks somehow like so embarrassing, kind of. But I want you to watch just the charts, all right?
No, but right now, in Oshun, Adeleke is the man of the moment. A lot of people thought we are jesters, alawa, carry and all that, dancers and all that. But the man just have passion for dancing. That as it may, we came into government and we started the governor. Just like you can see what they find difficult to do in their 4 years of Oyetola. We have started.
What would that be?
Road constructions, infrastructure development, go to health, go to water supply, go to almost, even go into what I can call this micro development. You might not see it, but the people at the grassroots are feeling it.
We are part of the people as well.
Thank you.
Why won't you see this?
You are on the...
Is it microscopic?
Yes.
If you guys are developing, everybody will see. We are the fourth estate of the realm. We should be the first to report.
Thank you.
So what are you talking about?
Thank you. People are feeling it. Go to the grassroots.
What exactly?
A lot of development are going on in the rural area.
Like what?
Provision of potable water. People.
The boreholes that are powered by petrol engines?
That are not what? No. Go to farm settlement.
Yeah.
Go to rural
Where?
area.
Which farm settlement?
You need to go to the...
You are the member of the APC. Yes. You are the chieftain. Yes. You are saying there are development. Yes. Show us. Mention it. Which farm settlement are you talking about? Alhaji Ajishafe.
Almost all the farm settlements that we have in Oshun.
Put a name to one.
Okay, we have it in Obokon. We have in Ishokon local government.
Functional?
Functional.
You talked about a local government. Where exactly? So that people listening to us can
verify. Okay, I just want to be very careful because my own job is bigger than that. But when you go to Ishokon,
right,
between in the Ishokon local government, it's good enough with the boundary with the Jebubo and all that.
So there's a farm settlement there.
There's a farm settlement.
All right. I'm sorry. Oluomakere.
That's what they don't like. You know, Nigerian politicians. We have done so much. Do you know how many things we have done, Ni? Please tell us one. What do you mean one? I can give you 20. Okay, sir. Okay, give us 2. It's everywhere. Go and ask people. People know it. Say, but you said you know it and you give us 20. Give us 2. Look at this one. He's asking me to give 2. Eh? Me that I know about 20 things we have done. Go and see healthcare. Go and see education. Go and see infrastructure. I've named 3. No, you haven't. Farm settlement, the farm settlement, water supply. Name one that was done. It's everywhere. People can see it. No, we can't see it. You give us one and just say this particular one so that people can go and verify that. That's exactly what Thiefnubu is going to be telling you and his gang. Oh, so subsidy removal. Have you not seen subsidy removal? I say, Baba, show ya we ni shoshe pe fun eni. You are suffering from the fraud that these guys just carried on you. Nigeria was paying 420 billion naira every month for subsidy, and you are buying a liter of petroleum for 167 naira. Thiefnubu came and said subsidy was gone. Indeed. And then a liter of petroleum jumped to over 600 naira. Okay? Was that not supposed to be like you saving money that you are paying for subsidy before? Because all of you are now paying more money for petrol, right? But now Nigeria is now paying over 950 billion naira every month for subsidy. Have you not heard? But till tomorrow, World Bank came out. They said Thiefnubu has reinstated subsidy. IMF came out. They said Thiefnubu paying subsidy now is dangerous, okay? But you, Thiefnubu will face you and say, we remove subsidy. And the Oponu you suffering and smiling with your eye, you are repeating that too. Abi? Because I mean, maybe if you say it again and again and again, maybe it's going to be the truth. When you continue to repeat the lie and repeat and repeat and repeat it, maybe it will turn to true. It won't. Repeat it 1 million times. The man that lied to you that he was removing subsidy is now paying more than ×2 every month of what Bukwari was paying. And that is depleting you already. In order to cover the whole thing, they have started printing money. Write it down. Thiefnubu and Kadobi, they have already printed over 15 trillion naira now. And they monitor them. Go around, you will see money printed in May 2024, April 2024, March 2024. Every month, Thiefnubu and Kadobi, they are printing money, sharing the money to cover up for their deficit and make you think, since they remove subsidy, they are giving more money to the state. Where are they getting the more money from? Where? From what? Don't worry. Should be hyperinflation, let me see. Go and read about Zimbabwe. Then you understand what is still coming. You know, repeating the lie, repeating and repeating and repeating the lie will never make it the truth. You did it with Bukwari for 8 years. Lying and lying and lying and repeating the lie, hoping that it's going to become the truth. It will never make it the truth. You remove subsidy. Oh, you remove subsidy and save Nigeria. Oh, there, Baraku. And that's why they will come out later and say your life is better now. Wait till, what do you call it, when they can't get enough dollars to give to their friends called the oil marketers. And then I will be here, maybe before December, when you'll be complaining though, but yeah, I'll be here. When you'll be buying a liter of petroleum for 1,400 naira per liter. I'll be here. Inshallah, I'll be here. I'll be there. You get? So when you ask them, what have you done? They will just kind of begin to blab here, blab there. Meanwhile, billions of money is gone. Ajogba kenke, or Ajogba cake, Ajogba kara, Ajogba feeder of Oshun, Ade dancer is the one who wants to construct 15 billion naira. Is that 15 billion? Yeah, 15 billion naira flyover bridge in Ile-Ife to reduce traffic on the roads with almost no traffic, so to say. But yeah, ask them, what have you done? Oh, he's been paying salary. Oh my God, what a wonderful man. He has been paying the worker salary. Right. Oh, he's also paid some pensioners. I said, oh, that's great. What has he done? We have done a lot to improve infrastructure. Which infrastructure? What? Give its name. Just name them. Then they will turn on you. What are you saying? We know that you don't like us. We know you people are just enemy of Alaye, just tell us what you have done. Come on. Don't be ridiculous. Anyway, that's on the side. And as for Kolu, when they said that it's a year, it's going to be a year in a few days, okay? And Kolu, what have you done?
To change and touch move the exchange rate from 200 to 800. If they have repaired it, if they have arrested this, we won't be where we are today. We will be greater. They don't know the way. They don't know how to think. They don't know how to do.
Nuisance lele.
So that's Kolu. Okay, so it's now a year, but rather they are now saying, now because we don't like them, they say that is why we can't see what Thiefnubu is doing. So maybe you, the Abobakus, this is your chance. Oh, this is your chance. Don't miss it. So tell us what we don't know. I have a caller. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. How are you? Kábíyèsí o.
Olùkọ́ àgbà.
Kábíyèsí o. Bàbá.
Ọpọlọ yín tẹ́ fi ń darí ètò yìí kò ní yọ̀.
Àṣẹ o. Àṣẹ o. Kò ní yòrò.
Àlékún ọgbọ́n, àlékún ìmọ̀, àlékún òye Ọlọ́run á bá mi dúpẹ́ fún yín.
Àṣẹ.
Òkè lẹ́múrú tí ọlá yóò máa gòkè sí.
Àṣẹ.
Tọmọtọmọ, tayátayá.
Àṣẹ.
Àlàáfíà Ọlọ́run ọba mi á bá mi jogún àlàáfíà tó pọ̀.
Àṣẹ wà.
Fún àrọ́mọdọ́mọ yín.
Àṣẹ wà.
Àti àrọ́mọdọ́mọ àwọn olólùfẹ́ wa.
Àṣẹ wà. Àṣẹ wà Tireke. Baba, please.
Rí àwọn kan á máa sọ pé how did we get here? Mo wá ronú lórí ọ̀rọ̀ how did we get here? NYSC students part of the game ni ẹ. You are part of the game. The lecturer, you are part of the game. The professor, you are part of the game. So when you people ask, how did we get here? You have the answer already.
Like what role did you play? Ask yourself.
Ask yourself.
Wow.
Thank you for the technology. Ari Ayabelo, we can see Ayabelo, we can see Sanwo-Iku all over the state. How they are robbing us.
Represent, Baba.
Yeah. Ari lecturer tó ń dorí ìwé kodò now.
Lecturers for school dropouts. Then the school dropouts came in and stole the lecturer's pension. Lecturer has no salary, no pension, and is on the street protesting.
And you are crying. You don't need to be crying because you have your own share from the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to pay you 1 + 1 is 300. You have your own share. What do you expect from any school certificate?
You rig election for a drug dealer. You are not an investor. What do you expect?
Abi? I don't know. So when they are asking us, Yoruba Bobaku,
The Abobakus who wants to make Thiefnubu as if to say Thiefnubu is Yoruba, right?
Yoruba.
That if you say anything about Thiefnubu, that means you don't like Yoruba. That is not true. Thiefnubu doesn't even like Yoruba to start with.
Abi?
He doesn't like us.
So, he doesn't like us.
No.
He likes himself and his friends.
Mm-hmm. So when they say Emilokon, and you are a Yoruba person, you think they are talking about you. You be mumu. You just say you did wise. Baba?
The gullible people. Abi? Then you are asking us, when you are telling you something, you think that you are, no, Omale Yoruba ni. Thank you. You're welcome.
Now we can see what the Omoko Yorubas are doing for us now. See the Omoko, where our people have turned to beggars, Baba.
Baba.
The Omokos.
Yeah, I come across one video where someone look first lady giving food. Ìgbà wo ló di chef tó fún àwọn èèyàn ló ń jẹ. Níbo ló ti rí yẹn?
I don't think that's what my family longe every day. 1,000 a year. On my phone for 6 months. I calculate the time, yeah.
Yeah, thank God. Like father, like son.
Yeah.
Bí bàbá wọn náà ṣe ń fẹnu fún màálù fún wọn nìyẹn náà.
Now.
Student loan. Student loan. Tomorrow, Jesus ma ti dé. Bàbá, everybody ma wà lórí.
Student loan ni. I can wait. Esa, do you know that they said 18%? In fact, that's just even being generous. So, sir, they said like about 20% of the Nigerian students, they have dropped out of school in this new academic year. Since the announcement of that student loan last year, more than 20% of those who used to be in school they've actually put out now. And the number is expected to grow by the end of next year, when many more people would have to give up education. Our future is bleak, Baba. A lot of those who are shouting up and down today, they have no idea what Thiefnubu's policies have in stock for them. They have no clue, no idea.
They have no clue. They have no what is coming towards them because they are blind.
It's going to happen.
They are blind. You see all those pastors and imams, all these people.
Yeah.
Like one of my friends told me, you see, we Africans, when we came to share this Western world, we see other countries, other tribes, open shop. We open church. And as Alasi, we don't open business.
So we are always thinking of how to open church.
Yes.
Imagine somebody coming to your area and he says, "Man, I went to so place in Glasgow. There is no church there. We're supposed to have church there for our Nigerian people and the rest of them." I was like, Baba, church. Nobody get the time to go to all of that here. I was like, no, people go. We need to win them back. And it was shift. Business in one way, it's about business of how to take from people. Target the vulnerable people here. And you know, say people are very lonely abroad too. Those who actually see there are those who left Nigeria because of some of these people here, and they don't even know it. In Nigeria, they are different business centers called churches. Okay, they sat and said, some of our people, when they go abroad, they don't go to church anymore. So we need to take the church to them.
Yes.
And so that you can continue the ministry you ran away from in Nigeria here. And now we have stories of people being duped by their pastors here, being sexually assaulted by their pastors here. Things you would think should remain in Nigeria, Baba. How could you leave Nigeria, come abroad, constantly be slave to your fellow man abroad, Baba? How?
And now, I see that they always give me leaflet. And I asked one of them one day.
Right.
I asked him, sir, what's your name? I said, my name is okay. Sir, I want to invite you to our church, blah, 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 blah. And then I asked, sorry for the my Christian brother, the religious one. Then I asked the guy for what I'm going to say. Then I asked him, where did Jesus Christ come from? He says from Jerusalem. Okay? Are you from Jerusalem? He said, no, I'm from Nigeria. Have you ever seen any white man die for black man before? He said no. So this is me. I'm a Yoruba guy. I don't believe in all this your religion stuff.
Because I have mine. I do have my own religion.
Yes, he asked me, which religion are you? I said, I'm a Muslim. I said, that's why. I said, even though I told you that I'm a Muslim, just by my name, if I have my way, when I was young, I won't bear that name. Now I know better. That's why I told you I'm not. I didn't tell you my Muslim name.
I know. Majority of us were conditioned that way. My own Muslim name is Rashid.
Yeah.
That's my own Muslim name, Rashid.
When I told him my own Muslim name, I said I didn't bear it because I prefer. I think my own traditional name is more beautiful than what they give to me, which I understand properly now. That time, I didn't understand what they're giving to me. You can see, I can see, people are calling in the name of Allah. Tell me, is that right? I asked him, is that right? Because I'm a Muslim, that people are telling me in the name of Allah, killing my fellow brothers, my sisters. Come on, then you want me to kill back of that religion. If you are not thinking, I'm thinking it's not a good religion for someone to kill my fellow brother and sisters in my own tribe.
In the name of religion,
not in the name of religion, not in my own tribe, for any woman to think. And these all the religious leaders in our country, they sit back, they are happy. Yeah, they can kill infidel. They can kill infidel. So even though me, as I call myself a Muslim, they can kill me as well.
And now, because your own type of Muslim is probably not the type of Muslim that can pass their test. You know?
Then he just look at me like, he said, how long have you been in this country? I said, no, don't ask me how long.
Don't worry
I'm
about
just
that.
Don't ask me about that. I'm just telling you what is going on. You need to know. Baba, all those people, we just need to look after them. I can't wait.
You know something, sir. You know something. Nobody can. Yeah, nobody can sort of play you or deceive you successfully without your consent. Okay?
Yeah.
So a lot of people always ask us, how did we get here? We all have one or two roles we played in all of this. Okay? And you see, if all of us says no from now on, nobody can force us to do anything we don't want to do according to these guys, right? They can't. And majority just felt like, let's just leave them and all that. And then hoping that they change. So nobody can enslave me without my consent. Even if I have to become, if I have to be called a rebel, a disrespectful so and so. But one thing is that I can do anything and everything to resist oppression, to resist being enslaved. So there is no excuse around that. Nobody can enslave us without our consent. Majority of our people are voluntary slaves, sir. They want to be enslaved. They do not understand what it means to be free. And in fact, they feel like their freedom is exaggerated. So we just have to show to them that it is not exaggerated. It is actually real. But you will never know.
If you are when you are telling them, they'll start arguing with you.
Because they don't know better.
Arguing with you. I don't understand.
They do not know better. They don't. So we will keep showing them and we will keep telling them. And yeah.
I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I say hello to Agbeke and Akinola and Yewande as well.
That's right.
So,
God bless you and Yewande. Thank you so much. You have a good one, eh? And send me word to yours too, sir. Okay. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Sir.
Yes, sir. So that's some charts there. You see, one thing people don't like. You see, Nigerians are very Nigerians are like very, very, I don't know if I should use the word funny. Oh, I enjoy it when people get mad because of their religion. You get that now? Because of your religion, you just feel like, hang on, I think I have somebody from Nigeria. Maybe not. You know, because of Nigeria, whether they are Muslims or they are Christians, right? They are so funny, right? When they are defending their religion about anything, okay? And the best way Nigerians will defend their religion is to threaten you. It's so funny. Like, I do enjoy that. When people come to me and say, Maiyegun, watch your mouth. You don't understand what you are saying. I'm like, oh, tell me what I don't know. Hello there. Can you hear me? Or did you just drop out because I kept you on there? Okay. Like I said, if you're calling Maiyegun, if I pick your call, and it seems that I'm just talking, it's not because I didn't hear you. It's because I am talking and I'm not going to stop what I am saying because I pick your call. And when I finish saying what I am saying, then I will come back and be like, hello. Yours is to just wait there. But if you cut off, you may not have a chance of calling back in. Hello there.
No, the general, and that is how I got lucky because I did exactly what every caller should do.
You see,
we keep on saying this.
The rule is very simple, right? But some people will be like, oh, once I pick their call, right, they expect me to say hello. Well, meanwhile, I just put you on there and behind this and I continue saying what I'm saying. Or some of them will just be like, hello, hello. Oh, it's not talking to me. Let me call back again. And they may never be lucky.
Instruction. Simple instruction, my brother.
You know?
Maiyegun, I needed to, I know they well, I'm not well. I am not well. I needed to speak to someone because I don't know, you get some issues where you feel go shrink, you know, but there are other ones that might look ridiculous. Let me cut the chase.
Sure.
Since I heard that they used 90 billion for Hajj subsidy, I never get myself.
I know.
Okay, Maiyegun, I beg, out of that, how many of your people go? I know you're from Ogun State. Did any of your relatives benefit from the 90 billion?
Let me tell you how it went. I'll tell you how it went, okay? Our people paid 5 million naira from the beginning, okay, to go to Hajj. Then this was how the exchange rate and all of that started. And the people from northern Nigeria, especially the Sharia, they were lamenting that it was too expensive this year to go to Hajj with 5 million. So they couldn't afford it. So what then happened is that our own people who don't pay the 5 million, they now called them and said, no, you have to, things have changed. You have to add extra 4 million to it. Something like that. So some of them now said, well, you know what? Just give us our money back. We're not going again. In the midst of that, some don't withdraw their money. Others don't go add money. When they hear later say government won't give 90 billion. It was given to them in the north. It's not for the entire Nigeria. And I think it's better we keep saying that too. Okay? Because what they did is that they call something Hajj Commission. Now that Hajj Commission, right, they share money. But people when they go Mecca from southern Nigeria, okay, they do not go via the Hajj Commission. There are several agencies they pay to secure their travel. Now, people when they depend on government, they go through those places. So, well, anyway, I'm sorry I took that long. We did not benefit.
My brother, thank you very much. That is why you're who you are, and you've given a very, very lovely. Basically, it's those in the north, the elites, that benefit from the Hajj. Yes, but let's even assume now. Let us assume now. Say that 80 billion comprised of those where they go Jerusalem, those where they go, is spread. What business does a government have with religion? And you see labor.
You see them offering labor. Saying, Baba, they have been using religion. You see, the politicians, the pastors, the imams, and all these religious bodies, they are all working hand in hand. People just need to understand how it works. So to control people, right, you need to invest in religion, I believe. Yeah, Baba, go on.
Everybody they're crazy now. There is something fundamentally wrong, because if labor union they do strike of what you call to increase and you're hearing 90 billion subsidy, won't you go bonkers? Won't you go bonkers? I don't have much to say. I had to voice this out because they make me sleepless. I just don't. I can't comprehend it. You know,
even make sense. How is this even possible? 90 billion to go to Mecca, 5.5 billion
to go to Mecca for what now? To go and throw stone. Chiefs going to throw stone. That is it. To me, that is what it is.
If you stand up now, do you know something, right? Nigeria is not a real place. It's so ridiculous, right? Now you see all those Thiefnubu APC, Abobaku says supporters. They've seen this, but they don't want to condemn it. You know what they are doing? They are now asking Obi that if them born Obi were main condemn him. Should be in they condemn everything Thiefnubu did. Because they believe that
if he does it, it will affect him in 2027.
They can easily just say, oh, you imagine?
My brother, let them divide that place. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Thank you so much.
Let them divide the place. God bless, man. God bless. Easy.
You too, man. Thank you so much. I have another caller. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Baba, how are you, sir?
I'm calling from New York.
Grand. Sir.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I know. I'm trying to take a look at that now. I'm like, oh, is that you? But indeed, it's been a while.
I'll be there, yeah.
I know.
Our mommy call first of all.
We are pushing it.
And you are looking great.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes. And the Lord will continue to bless you. Yeah. You are a blessing to Nigeria. You understand? Either Nigeria is one or Nigeria is separate. But anytime they mention Nigeria, they will remember Maiyegun for good.
Posterity.
That's one. That is one thing that's special about you. Yeah, the word says it's not life that matter, but the courage you put into it. You have enlightened people. You have put courage into everybody's mind. But I want to tell you something about that 90 billion. I will send you a video later, and I want you to watch it.
Yes, sir.
The people that just arrived in Saudi Arabia, Nigerians, all are Fulanis and Hausa. You will see how they line up, giving them candy, giving them water, I don't know if you have seen that video.
I haven't, but
I will send it to you. You will see how they're coming down, and Nigeria are so they celebrate all those kind of nonsense. And I want to tell you something today. Nigeria is so stupid, and I don't know who did this to us. You understand? Do you know in America, it's Saudi government that sent tickets, that send money, that sends everything to the military, to the people who want to visit them in Hajj every year.
Really?
I have my brother. Yes, I have my brother. It's Master Chiefs in the United States Navy. You know, every year they offer them from Saudi Arabia. It's not American government. They beg them to come. You understand? But I don't know what's wrong with Nigeria in general.
Do you know
that we have to do
to them? Just to go to this year alone, the total all the state is 991 trillion naira. Nearly 1 trillion was how much we actually pumped there.
You know the worst part of thing, which is very obnoxious, which is very outrageous. They will come now, right? They will come and they'll be bearing allergy. Do you know what allergy means? A stranger. How can somebody call you a stranger?
I don't even want to go there, but I'm like, I am glad that you are.
You understand?
So
I will send the video to you. I will send the video to you right now. You understand? Please. But the Lord will continue to bless you. You are awesome. You are excellent. You are everything. I love one idea is that most of the people who come on your line, we can't think alike. We can't think together. There will be, if you look at the fingers, it's not equal. We are individual. But a lot of people don't understand it. But APC, Egbekegbe, you understand? As we always call them,
yes, sir.
is I don't know what to say again.
The weapon fashion against us, sir. They've done this Nigeria. Sir, that's why we are saying to people that, sir, we all know what they have done to us. And if all of us have choice, we will not choose this Nigeria. Like, even if we still want to be part of Nigeria, it won't be this Nigeria, this one that is killing all of us, okay? And, Baba, I so much appreciate, your straightforwardness as well.
Yes.
Okay. Because
I will send you that. I will send you that video.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
But one thing I want to tell you is that lately, I don't know what is going on. Okay. I couldn't comment on your online when you are on your show. So that's why you don't see. But I listen to it every time. I even watch you live. But every time I want to comment something, I couldn't get through.
Sorry, where is
I will see that
on Facebook, on YouTube, or on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. I always go on YouTube.
And you've always been commenting before.
Yes, I always comment, but I don't know what is happening lately. You know, I don't know what is happening. Okay. But the most important, either I comment or no comment, the most important is that I listen to you, and I pray that people will listen to Maiyegun. If the whole Nigeria listen to your show, better, believe you me, Nigeria will be a changed country. Because I've directed your station to many people in Nigeria.
Thank you.
Let me quickly tell you this because I want to go. I tell my mother. I tell my mother when the election started. I say, Mama, please don't vote for any one of these APC and every. My mother said Yoruba Lokan, all this stuff. I have a brother in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm in New York. My other brother is in Virginia. He's with United States Navy. So every time we send money, we give her everything she wants. But lately she will say, in country one in Nigeria, I say, you look on now. Mama, don't say that again. Any token no more. I say, so you understand what I'm saying. You know, if we can be surrounded with thieves, and I will send you another thing where Ribadu investigate Tinubu. Yes. They listed all their names. Do you know how these people are surrounded by his ministry, I would say?
Yes, now.
How are they going to be able to make the country everything?
Yes, sir. They can't.
It cannot be possible.
You see,
but keep on punching them.
People, sir, that there is difference between I want you to fail and you want yourself. You are doing everything to fail yourself. There are two different things. My words cannot make you fail or succeed, but your actions can make you fail or succeed. Somebody surrounded themselves with a yes men and women.
Yes.
All right, sir.
Yes.
Loyalists.
Yes, certainly.
All they have is just because they are loyal to him. Not because they have any expertise that stands out and they could really make something or any difference. No. Now, he surrounded himself with all these praise singers and the rest. There's somebody who can see the result of that after a year. He's telling himself or herself. Now, some people don't like him. They make this whole thing work that way.
I know. I know. So do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Do me a favor, Maiyegun. I know you're gonna laugh. I know you're gonna laugh.
Right.
Keep pounding them.
I will.
You are not Mike Tyson. You are Muhammad Ali and George Foreman Who can last long? Because Mike Tyson don't last long. Okay. He takes the stupidity to ruin himself. But you are Mohamed Ali. You are Tyson. You are Leon Speak. Who can last? And God will continue to strengthen you. Yes, Babe, Maiyegun Bosa. I will send you if you can look at it while you're on the show right now. Yes. You will love it. God bless you.
Please do send them and I will take a look. Okay, so thank you so much. So that's a good one. Indeed, if all of us want to be honest with ourselves, I'm glad that my last caller's mom, she's one of the luckiest. Okay, no matter political decisions and otherwise in Nigeria, she's got amazing kids that will always take care of her, with or without Nigeria. So that's not something for a lot of people. But here is something. Even Mama right now, Mama, she is not going to be hungry. She's not going to lack or anything. But Mama herself will continue to tell all her children how she's now using their money to feed the people in her community. Because she can't actually eat all of the hundreds of thousands of naira that she's going to get in allowance, no? She will have access to her health care, of course, to doctors. And if the wahala too much, if you carry her go New York, Virginia, or anywhere else in the US, and she will be fine. But she can tell you that she's not going to be hungry, she's not this, but she can see the change, the shege in her community. And most sadly, too, other mothers whose children have been affected by Nigeria, who are no longer pretty much like up and doing. They will now depend on their friend. My mother was like, So now this is no longer any token lumo. It is going to, so it's no longer any emilokon. It is now any token lumo, any toba lumo. So a lot of us who are abroad, we can tell now that we are feeding more than just our family members now. We are subsidizing just more than our family members now. So some of us who are really doing well, a lot of us are now kind of taking care of the whole community now. And now your boss could tell. Okay? So I remember shouting and screaming here then that that they say it's Yoruba this, Yoruba that. Doesn't mean it has anything to do with you. These guys don't give a damn about you. Okay? And if you probably think you are defending, by defending Thiefnubu means you are defending Yoruba, that even makes you more foolish. No apology. I have a caller. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun Baba.
Babo, how are you, sir?
Good afternoon. Yeah, BJ from London.
Say that again, sorry.
Yeah, Baba. BJ from London.
It is BJ. BJ, Baba.
Yeah, Baba. I'm good, Baba. Mr. Maiyegun, like, I don't even, Nigeria, Baba.
Yeah.
I don't even know who can liberate those people over there, Baba. I don't
Nobody can liberate them. They will have to liberate them.
Baba, they always say, Baba, could possible. I don't know. My first today in the news that they remind this guy, this BDN. The very dark man or very black dark man.
They call him very dark man now.
Baba.
You see, Nigerians could make you relevant, right? They can put you there. Then,
Baba.
When they realize, say, oh, you the mad, they go drop you down. Now it's called the
Baba. It is not that maybe I'm trying to mock him, but
no.
Baba, do you know that I always see it funny when I see someone that come out and they try to this is our country, this is our Nigeria, we can do it better. Baba, it looks funny to me when I see people, trying to this is bad in Nigeria, this and that. With this country, we can see.
They say all of us should stop making stupid people famous. Do you get that? And it's not just
Baba, if I didn't watch this guy, Baba,
stop making foolish people famous.
But,
because at the end
Baba,
of the day,
if I didn't watch this guy, as in, I always like, Baba, you're the monk, I don't play Nigeria. It's not that what he's doing is right, Baba. I think there are some of the things that he does that it makes sense, you know, but it's like environment over here, the environment where he is like they don't. If you see the comment, they are even abusing this guy. Like, you know, it should be. Baba, I was scared. Like, wow, like who can liberate? Even Showore that is saying revolution, Baba. I always think that. Okay, let us assume like we in the South. Okay, we stood up today. That revolution today. I want to not in Baba. That if they are imam, what is their tell them that they should, you know, like exactly. That's what I always think. Like, as in this revolution, but people don't have to be. Where is it going to start from? Like, I always think like it is this northern side that is going to even face with the south. Like, you can say them or like they even attack the south. This is what I always think. Like, I don't know if I'm right. I'm just like because the way they behave in that side is very different from our own, you know, in the south. So. I was like, is this revolution to where is people shouting? Where is it going to come out from? Like, people have I don't know I don't even know, but I don't know. But
like, you know, it's going to be in parts. I've had people who said, yeah, Baba, that Nigeria will need 2 revolutions in the north if you really, really think they were needed to be.
Revolution of the mind.
Oh, yeah, they would first do the one for the mind, and then you now introduce the physical one to them, and kind of right. But who wants to do that? I don't want to liberate Northern Nigeria if they are not interested in liberating themselves. I do not want to liberate Northern Nigeria if they do not feel like they needed to be liberated. So individually, everybody needs to kind of come to that consciousness and say, we want it. Now, not until that happens, Baba. It could just be wishes, so or everybody will have to do it on their own. We stage
exactly, Baba. That is what I think. It seems by someone like us now, we liberate our own selves, and this is what I'm thinking. Like it's like everybody we have to liberate our own selves in Nigeria. Like, as in they will realize that no, I'm not a Nigerian.
You know what I get for mind, and I'm encouraging those who have the capacity and all of that to just have that in mind too. Okay. So there's going to be a time that we are going to, you know, bring in, for example, like in Yoruba land now, okay? So it's going to be a time that we're going to actually bring in our own resources and then get rid of every one of those criminal politicians from Yoruba land. Like, I mean, like for real, a pure clamp down, so that they will never have a chance of representing Yorubas again. And once we get rid of all those ones, then we can face the rest from other part of Nigeria and tell them that don't come here. This is now the Western region, okay, the Yoruba land. And we are in the process of not having anything to do with the rest of Nigeria too. So that day is coming. And a lot of us will have to work for it.
Exactly, Baba. But do you know, Showore did not believe in what you just said?
No, you know, because Showore, you know, I'll tell you something too, right? For the sake of this chat, okay? Showore believes in one Nigeria, right? And the one Nigeria he believes in is the one where it's not this one though. It is one where all of us, okay, can table all our grievances and it will be discussed, and then we can put to test all of our theories in a very more democratic atmosphere. So to Showore, the likes of Obi, the likes of Thiefnubu, and the rest of them, they may promise that they will allow it, but they will never allow conversation around referendum, ever. Because they won't. But that simply means that they will all come to that power and they will criminalize the conversation around self-determination, referendum, and all that. And they will do so because they are pro-Nigeria. But Showore said, once we get rid of all these criminals, jail those who you can jail, and ensure that economically you destroy some of them, that they can't use the stolen money to fight or push anything back anymore. Then the conversation around this Nigeria can be had, okay? Where all of us can actually sit down and discuss if we want to be Nigeria or not. You see, those who don't want us to even have that chat at all, They don't know if the chat is going to lead to breakup or if it's going to lead to the stronger Nigeria. They don't know. But they are so scared that if all of us should by any chance come together to discuss Nigeria, we may break up. Sure, you get now. So that's why Showore is like, anything where Obi and Co are selling, they are just like Kool-Aid. If you buy it now, you will regret it later and realize that it's almost same of the same. Maybe a little bit better than what these ones are offering, all right? But it's also going to be the same. It's still going to be that same Nigeria. But if you want something better, listen to my own idea, and that's Showore's idea.
Yeah, because that is what Showore is using to tackle everybody. Like, if you are talking about Yoruba Nation, Biafra, you say that, oh, like, it is these criminals that will come and rule us in Yoruba Nation, in Biafra now, you know, like, it's just, you know, like, and majority of the people will always tell this, you know, as they will be speechless, like, they don't even know what to say again. He has conquered them in that side, like, you know, like, to say it is this same Tinubu that they have the resources, they have this. So when we revolution first before, you know, you put it on the table, you want to go this and that, and he told them this even on Yoruba World Media, and they don't even know what to tell him anymore.
No, the only place where Showore is wrong is that the only way Showore is wrong is that Showore himself is not a proper radicalized individual. Showore wants you know, this jaw kind of. You know, Showore wants revolution. He says we need revolution. But Showore doesn't want any harmed revolution. You get that now? So it doesn't. No, I'm not saying he should come to the public and say it, but I'm just talking about his dominion.
I understand.
He doesn't want that. Showore believes that we have to scream, and if the number is massive, it can make a difference. That's what Showore believes in. But in Nigeria, that we have become so divided, right?
Exactly.
Sometimes you might need to actually think big that you may never have the crowd you want. That crowd
exactly, Baba. Exactly.
And it may never change anything. So what you need to know is that is either you are ready for revolution for real, okay? The one that's going to really take on the security forces that are always going to shoot their guns, shoot their tear gas. And if you have a group of people who are going to take them down for real, and we make the video, that alone can encourage more of Nigerians
when they are selling fuel for 960, 1,000, and everything is silent in that country.
You know,
it's just like here in the UK, like they are adding more coins on bread. Everywhere, man, Daruni.
So possible, like I want more bread now. Since I entered this country, for 12 years now, Baba, the bread. I have seen things grown like inflation, affecting. But Baba, you will never see anywhere that in the UK and say, when I came here 12 years ago, I could buy myself a 50 pence bread. You know that those half bread, they were button bread, right? Or there's a white bread, right, slice. I could buy myself a pound bread. Today, the highest you pay for a bread, especially the quality or whatever, is going to be probably £3. That's the highest. £2 something. Right? And that's 12 years of me staying in this country. About we did buy a gig bread for 40 naira for Nigeria, remember?
Exactly, even 30 naira, Baba. 30 naira, 25 naira, so I still remember.
Only beji, meji 10 naira.
Only beji.
You know, you remember this one, maybe 10 naira, that would be like 4. They like this, 2 for 5 naira. They're not born us well now. If you get 1,000 naira now, you can't buy the bigger bread and enjoy it. Seriously. You cannot.
And everybody cannot travel out of that country to realize how it works in other worlds.
I swear. Never know. And what you don't know, Barry, you can never compare. Sure, you get people who have never been. You know that people still talk, say 24 hours electricity is just an exaggeration. They take like 2. They will go online and go look at it.
Baba, and if you are telling them how things work in other world, they'll be telling you that Nigeria to Kuro. This is not this Nigeria you left. Why are you not happy because you've gone to abroad? You are not being. It is Nigeria. Don't bring Oyibo, Baba. Hey, you will not have to like close the conversation with them. They are very good in bullying. You know, when I'm telling them the truth, they will try to shut you up and gaslight to defend their oppressors. And hey, Baba.
That's how the people we are dealing with. Too. I tell you, it's a messed up situation. But one thing is this: so no grief for anybody. Because what they usually
I know they agree, Baba. I know they agree. And you will see that they'll be telling that, you know, like they are educated. I was like, educated about Nigeria. And as they are so proud.
Mm-hmm.
They are so proud with, you know, in that poverty, you know, they are so, as in...
They are loud. It's called being empty and loud. And that makes it more dangerous, okay? I prefer to speak to those who didn't have any formal education. They call them illiterate, but they are more sensible than those who claim to be educated, but they are liars.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Wow. You do well.
Anyway, Baba.
Thank you.
All right, yeah. Take care, Baba.
Yeah. Okay. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. I've got another person here. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Wow, this is Andy. I'm calling from Japan and the first time caller.
You are calling from Japan. I have a first time caller from Japan, guys.
Yeah.
Is that
my
your
God.
name says Undobu? Should I call you that?
Yeah, you can just call it ND for short.
I should call you what?
ND for short.
NG for short. Good.
ND.
Oh, it's ND. Undobu. Okay.
Yeah.
ND will do. So, ND, my Oga, thank you so much for joining us. And I have a caller from Japan. And I want to believe you are my first caller from Japan ever.
Exactly. You know, people listen to you very well, but the problem is the time difference. That is the problem.
The timing. Okay. I'm glad to have you here, Andy Baba. Thank you so much.
This is around 12:14 a.m. That is, we are now on
Thursday. 12:14 a.m.
Yeah.
Like you're already on Thursday, right?
Yeah,
Thursday,
Thursday. I'm not going to work tomorrow. That's why I have to stay awake to listen.
So if you watch this Maiyegun at 8, that means we are talking about sometimes around what's that? 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Wow.
The one you always I always before I prepare and go to work, I always like listen to like 30 minutes before I go. It's only when I go to work. Then I have to listen to the whole. It's really, really tough, even though that
it's not even that tough. It is the love. Like people stay up to listen to Maiyegun. It's like saying, okay, I want to watch Anthony Joshua fight at maybe 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. That's something like important shit there, man. So if I am so important to a lot of you that much, that is why I will always remain eternally grateful to you, all of you. Seriously.
I'm telling you the truth. We are many here, only that we don't have the time difference is what makes us time call. We only listen. That's what we always do here. Well, I really don't know. Being a first-time caller, I really don't know how to start. But what I actually want to keep
you can start from anywhere until you get yourself into it. Okay, don't worry. Like it's not scripted. So yeah, go on.
Just want to say thank you for all you do. Really, you know, you are very intelligent. Your intelligence, how you gather your information and make them accurate, is what surprises me a lot. I'm telling you the truth. Sometimes I will say, how did this guy gather all this information? And if you go through all the information, 99.99% of them are true.
Accurate, because they are already in the public, okay? So what I had to it is, what I had to my info is just to see how to drag you and your attention to pay attention to it. Pay attention to this thing. It's not just the headline. Pay attention, Andy. And I'm glad a lot of you are. It's so easy.
Exactly we are. And you know what's funny about you sometimes is the way you use this Yoruba language to curse these people. I always love it. I always love it. Even though
even if you don't understand it all, right? You can tell.
Yeah,
I know why you're saying that.
I live in Lagos. I understand some of the curses. So sometimes if you do it, I always start laughing because I love it. I love that kind of really.
Because Andy, right? You know when somebody says, when somebody says, your own don't spoil oh, in broken, and somebody says, with this my face, so like if you look at my face on your screen right now, and somebody says that because you have lived in Lagos, you can tell the different meaning, right? Your own don't spoil oh. And somebody says, you know what that means? Like you go just stand there and be like, is it true that I hear like that? Exactly. So that's why I use Yoruba to pass some of those messages better. It sounds better that way.
I'm telling you, better. You know, there's when you're addressing the issue about all these Igbo people saying that, hey, Yoruba people, and the Yoruba people saying, hey, these Igbo people. That is how you narrated that kind of a thing. I became emotional. I cannot lie to you. I was like, who is this guy? You know, that I was like, who is this guy?
You know,
where is this guy getting this intelligence from? I was like, oh man, if we have people like you, at least 5 in Nigeria.
Well, I go down kind of like all of them are going to wear bulletproof right now. You say, anywhere you go, you say about this. You know why I told people? I said that if Nigeria is explained to you, and you are not upset, I promised you it wasn't properly explained to you. Because if you know what is wrong with that place, I don't care where you come from in Nigeria. You see all this ethnic, tribal, they will be nonsense to you. They won't matter to you. Like you will be upset and ask yourself that, man, what are we going to then do to save ourselves from these people? Because you will be upset, you'll be angry. But they explain Nigeria to you, they laugh. You did laugh. Baba, that will not be explanation. You know it now, Andy.
I'm telling you. That's why sometimes I sit down, even if I'm getting late from work, I don't care. Because my working place is not far from here. I use bicycle. So I was like listening to you while going. Do you understand? So why I always listen to you, because of you really, it's not that you are saying all these things to please us. I see how you don't even care. This is from west, this one is from north, this one from east, this one from south. You give them how it is. You tell us how it is.
Because like, it's only very stupid for anybody to think in this day and time, I want to show that I'm a Yoruba man. They don't want any Igbo man. Well, if you try anything, say anything, I'm ready for you. Are you mad? Papa, hyperinflation won't finish everybody now. Some of people, right? Some of our people they are unable to afford medical bills. They are dying. You once day here, they shall say you be Yoruba. I don't agree for any Igbo. This you demand though. That's why I always want to make everybody realize that we are all endangered. There is nowhere there's nobody in Nigeria that is not marginalized. If we get sense, all of us supposed to come together against these criminals. Nobody say we go come, they fight ourselves, defending them. That's why I say everything as they are, Baba. And I'm glad that somebody like you noticed.
Oh my God, I noticed it. Even if the time you're like, if you're telling obedience, what they want to hear. Small time you tell them, hey, it's not that I'm supporting you people. I'm not supporting you people.
I have to let them know because one day I feel come here. Maybe say now will be a good fire. And like this, I go sit down. Now like that, some of them go sit down. They be like, Maiyegun, what happened? Maiyegun, well, I found something. I can't keep it. I want to talk about it. So that's why I keep telling them, right? But again, we just try to do what we can to make everybody see that we only have ourselves, okay? We are divided and we are weak because we allow ourselves to be divided. And a lot of us are actually like wanted to be divided. They wanted to identify as Yoruba. Nothing bad in that. They want to identify as Igbo. They want to identify as this or that. There's nothing wrong in that. But identifying yourself as who you are, or where you come from is great. Be proud. But do not identify as Igbo simply because they are dragging an Igbo thief. And there you are. You can't let them drag an Igbo like that. Oh, you identify as Yoruba and they are dragging a Yoruba thief. And you just feel like, no, I can't allow them to be dragging Yoruba thief. Then that's nothing to be proud of. We are all victims of this rotten system, whether you are home or you are abroad, whether you are rich or you are poor, whether you are educated or you are illiterate. If all of us pay attention, we have one common enemy. Enemies where we say they don't get tribe, they don't get religion, they don't get ethnic. So if me and you know this smart enough to know that, then maybe we don't even deserve to be free. So that's why I kept saying that I won't take side, but I won't also lose my identity in this regard. ND, Baba?
Exactly. Let me just come, because I know that a lot of people are waiting. I just want to tell you that your message are spreading. You can imagine somebody from Japan calling you. That's to show you that our message, the message is, and I love what you do, and I love what you're doing. Please continue. And what I want to tell you is that please be safe. Be safe. That's all.
So important.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
So much.
Please keep, now I know that if you don't call me for a very long time, it is simply because, man, who stays up till 4, 5 a.m. and then making a call, and they're still going to work the following morning. So I will be very much, I will
thank you, Maiyegun. Thank you, Maiyegun. Thank you so much.
Safe, okay, my regards.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So that is ND from Japan. I've spoken to people from a lot of places, and indeed, when I was told that I may not have an idea of how many people actually really sit and watches Maiyegun's Diary Political. Yeah, you're talking about those who sit and watch it live. What about those whose times are so far apart that they can't watch it live, but they still never miss anything? The Maiyegun posts or posted on this platform. I really do appreciate all of this support and love. They mean so much. And then when I get all these feedbacks, they also kind of help to continue to spur me on, right? Whether I am being watched by 10 people, I am being watched by 10,000. The message is, is the same, and the audience is also the same. I can grow. You can grow as speakers said. We would love to see it grow. But my most, greatest, should I say, my greatest achievement is going to be one day when I'll be able to say, dear Templars, and a lot of you will be able to say, yes, the GO. I can say, I think we have what it takes now. I think we have what, the number. How about we kind of now go for the broke? I'm looking forward to that. And I hope you too. Okay. So we have a lot going on here, and there are so many interesting people who are watching this all the time, and they may never have a chance of calling in, or they may not even call at all. But if you are one of them, please, this is not a show. Okay, it's not just a show on YouTube or a show on Facebook. We are dealing with a life and death here. And my effort is to try to make all of us see it that way. Some want you to see this whole thing as a game. Politics is not a game. It is life and death. Those who goes into your government, they make decisions that will affect millions of lives, just as you are witnessing right now. So the politically conscious citizen, educated citizens, enlightened citizens, they will never make a mistake of handing their country, the government of their country, to criminals and lunatics if they know. Now, you do know in Nigeria, but you have no idea that you cannot befriend or relate with these criminals by association, relate with them by ethnic, tribal, religion, and all those things they use to deceive you. They do not mean well for you. They do not mean well for me. And it doesn't matter where you come from. They do not mean well for anybody. If your target is to look forward to getting your own crumb from them, you will still be a victim anyway. You will still be a victim. It doesn't matter what crumbs they are giving to you. Or an educated, well-informed citizens. They are like the weapon of mass destruction to criminals who are scheming to take control of your government at all levels, like Thiefnubu did. So please, I look forward to that time when this platform will be so influential that the criminals in Nigeria, they will be afraid of you. They will be afraid of me. They will be afraid of what we are capable of doing. But we are currently at the learning stage, the stage at which you need to understand that supporting every bad behavior, hoping that it's never going to happen to you, or it's never going to come back to you, is like drinking a poison and expecting somebody else to die. And there's so many people who have done that in Nigeria, and I think it's actually their nature. They shout and scream and then they support criminals to become government at all levels. So when they begin to deal with them, then they will begin to scream and say, whoa, why are they doing this to us? We thought you said you are going to make us happy. We thought you said you are going to make Nigeria better. How come you are making it bad? Hello? You can't drink a poison and expect somebody else to die. Sorry, Baba. How are you?
I'm doing great. My emoji.
Baba.
I just want to let you talk. I don't want to disturb you.
I know. It's so great, sir.
My emoji.
So, sir.
No problem. Ola from Chicago.
That is Sir Ola from Chicago.
Yes.
Sir, please.
My emoji. I bow down as usual. I greet you like Chinese. Oh, God will be with you.
Amen, Baba.
God will be with you, my Maiyegun.
Thank you.
We always watching you. I don't call, but I'm enjoying you.
I know.
So my therapy, honestly, is well okay with me. I'm so happy. Maiyegun, God will protect you and your family.
Amen.
Honestly speaking, when you don't come on live or anything, I say, oh, I lost something. We will not lose you. Maiyegun, we will not lose you.
Amen.
God will be with you. God will be with you.
Amen.
Yes. My purpose of calling today,
yes,
Maiyegun, was your last night show. When you were showing this man, El-Rufai.
Yeah. Talking about protesting.
Yes. Let us shine our eyes. To my own understanding, they are now trying to maneuver again to speak good so that people can say, oh, this man has changed. Don't let us fall for him. The man is coming to do abracadabra. Because what he said yesterday, what he said yesterday, if we don't know him before, we're going to praise him that, oh, he's saying good things. Don't let us fall for him, please, Maiyegun, please.
Well, we are already raising the alarm. Is that not what we do all the time? So that when people ignore our warnings, and they turn around and begin to say, we all need to come together and face these people. We say, you and who?
Yes. No. Not fall for him. Not fall for him.
You won't.
That's my purpose of calling. Let us just cancel this country and let us be on our own.
We are pushing them to make us do that, and they will. They will.
Amen.
Those who forced Nigeria to remain together since in 1967 to 1970, they are dying. So
yes,
some of them have less than maybe 3-4 years to be gone. Once they are gone, we are going to scatter that place. We're going to break it down, and the actions is going to help us do that too. Nigeria will break it, and there's no prayer that can hold it together. I'm just saying.
Amen. Amen. Amen, Maiyegun. God bless you. God be with you. Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú ẹ. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣe ẹ́. Ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá ní kí nǹkan ṣe ẹ́, olú ẹ̀ máa kú dànù ní. Maiyegun bàbá, bá mi kíyàwó ẹ àti àwọn ọmọ. God will be with you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
God bless you.
Sir. You see, I remember when I used to speak to my Oluwo in Nigeria. So I have Oluwo, okay? I've got pastors, I've got Afats and the rest of them, okay? But you know me, I'm a Jebu man, so don't act surprised. Why are you surprised? Right? So I've got my Oluwo. Now, when I used to speak to my Oluwo in Nigeria, so my Oluwo would be like, I should, what is this? You just Baoluwo will say I should remove whatever I had on my head, which is my cat and all that. And then, as usual, because if I was there, right, what they will need to bring out is to bring out the Olugbo, bring out every other thing there and call the ancestors, our ancestors and all of them to hold me. They've done it for me many times, okay? I've passed through many rituals to make me feel like I'm an Ijebu man, I'm a Yoruba man. I'm very proud, a very strong one, right? So my Oluwo would now call me, and when we are on the phone and talking, the way he prays for me, I'll tell you, it'll be like, and other say, oh, say, ikú mi ò kì í ṣe ní o, tó bá ti jí láàárọ̀, every time I wake up in the morning, my Oluwo say, Psalm 23 from my own, this is that ikú mi ò kì í ṣe ní ó dọ̀la, tó bá tún dọ̀la á tún kọ̀la, ọ̀la ikú mi ì ṣe ní ó dọ̀la, àfọ̀la, tó bá tún kọ̀la á tún kọ̀la, tó bá tún kọ̀la, tó bá tún dọ̀la á tún kọ̀la. Ẹnu yẹn ló pé o pé ẹni máa pa, ọ̀la máa pa. Ẹnu òun ni èkùrọ́ fi ń ṣe kíni o, òun ni ẹsẹ̀ fi ń ṣe kíni o, ló fi ń pa èkùrọ́ ojú ọ̀nà. You know? So ikú tèmi ò ń ṣe ní ó dọ̀la. Tó bá tún dọ̀la á tún kọ̀la. I don't go too far. So yeah, I do have I did have them, but lately I don't talk to them a lot because I've become so busy and I don't want spirituality, you know. Spirituality is something, that's why I don't like the way they manipulate you with your religion. It's spirituality. A lot of people love spirituality. It helps you. It gives clarity to some people, which is great. But do not associate spirituality with governance, okay? It is deceitful. I have seen it all. That's why I would never buy the idea of people telling you that some evil spirits, some bad spirits, some this, they are the ones who make your leaders to steal your money. And then they turn to evil. No, they have always been evil. Okay? So I love spirituality. It gives clarity. If you are the type who love to ask, who love to research and trying to want to know everything, right? So spirituality is so good, right? That it helps to calm the soul that is wandering. Because the moment you find an answer, right, you become so fulfilled. You become so kind of, right? And that's just you. Don't turn around and begin to say, oh, I can see this or that. You can't see no jack shit, man. Your faith and your religion is solely, it's just yours. It is between you and your God. You get that now? So I get people who pray for me. A lot of you pray for me. Some pray for me to this point. And I get a lot of people who get worried about my security, which is all right. You only care about people you love. If you don't love Maiyegun, you will never tell me about my security. Maiyegun, you need to be very careful. I say, yeah, I am. I will be. Right? And then when people come to me and they're like, watch your mouth. I'm like, you watch your mouth. Or there. Because I sit down here in front of camera at this Scotland. That thing where you believe in. That watch your mouth. Maiyegun, watch your mouth. Because, there are some evil people that can do anything. So if you believe that they can do you anything, Eminiko Beru, now me you suppose fear. If you go because of Thiefnubu, you want to threaten Maiyegun. Emigongolo Eko Beru, I get money, I get juju, I get people who go do it for me for free. I get people who go do it for me, man, they hold them. If the juju no work for me, sorry, I'm gonna. I have money. I can pay your policemen to make your life miserable because it's a lawless country. I can pay your military to make you disappear. Okay? I can pay Babalawo. I get juju as well. So I can pay Babalawo. Okay? I can pay Mamalawo, brother. I can pay your pastor to begin to call you and tell you, something will happen to you. I can do all of that. Emino Yeke Beru. For some of you don't get sense. Because of Thiefnubu, because of APC, because of all these criminals. You could just jump here. You go, they open your mouth, they talk to me anyhow. Because you want to defend your criminal leaders. When all it takes is just for me to say, ever I want people to share experiments. I can tell them that if you believe, say somebody if you do me anything like just me. Oh, we're gonna go, right? And I'm not bragging. I'm just kind of showing, telling you that sometimes when conversation reach this level, some of you they ask me, say, make they fear your pastors. Me you're supposed to fear. Our man jai away from our pastor in Lodogbolu, but me Lodogbolu. When I was in Lodogbolu, now they sing better for your pastor, Redeemed Church, Winners Chapel. What are all these churches? Four Square. Our lalon jai away from one. When they come, at it over share foul, at it over share ball, at it over share anything, at it over share worrow. Our worrow is to have more people come to the church, come they look for miracle. Our land share from one. When I do bulu, here you get our we they carry a ball, at they carry a ball, go give people for Orita Meta. So okay, sorry, you can't do bulu, you won't do jazz. And then they say, oh my ball. Say, no, I'm a Christian. I'm a born again Christian. I don't want people to see me that I'm carrying a ball or carrying sacrifice. So you don't want Jesus to see you carrying a body, and you day here now, nobody the chop as a gesso. Go the chop as a jest, chop this, chop that. So yeah, I say, I don't want people to see me. They say, well, can you help them carry the elbow? They go pay you. So, sir, which kind of elbow be this? The woman is looking for fruit of the womb. Okay, she's looking for fruit of the womb, baby. Can he say, no, because the problem. Say, madam, I've spoken to Sheyi Maiyegun. Oh, my buying be my worry, I'm buying be boy. But my phone you go do am well. Say, yes, sir, my phone why my phone? Thank you so much, Mr. Maiyegun. Thank you. Sir. God bless you in Jesus' name. I say amen. You are Julie Orishawa. And I see, I tell you, say, I don't look like waiting I don't be I've been through in my life. So if you look at my face now, you see you see the face of Jebota. You demand. You don't know who you talk to, I mean. You do look at me, they tell me, say, look, I watch my mouth because I'm talking about your criminal politicians or criminal pastors and the rest of them. Oh, dear mommy, you better don't even wish to know me. So that's why they say, when somebody says, look at that, right? Kadara she won what Kadara for anything already. You just say every Kadara is Kadara, they can say they want to use your destiny. About destiny, destiny will not make you well. Your destiny will not make your life better. You can't talk to somebody who wants to steal the destiny. So we know all those. So when I was in Nigeria, when I was in my Odogbolu, so you can't kind of turn around and tell me to be careful of who. Be careful of who. Our gon get say okay a wombe local longe. But show mo longe for a gun dangerous ni. Somebody said, Jesus I was, my Muslim name is Rashid, Abdul Rashid. So I was reading the Quran, but I didn't finish it. So I didn't do walima. If not, I would have been, I could be an afar. I could be seated here right now reading Arabic. Leave my beard like that. Now, some of you will just be like, see this guy. Now, my mate, we went to school together. But he's not the greatest afar of all time. I could be an afar. Yeah, I could be an afar. I could be, and a lot of you bring their problem to me, and I will be right in so many instances. That's why I do not want to fall into that. I do not. See, I've been many things, many times. So I may be a young person. I may be a young man. I have been through a lot. That according to life, they say life is a teacher. The more you live, the more you learn. Okay. So life and experience, I've garnered enough. I've garnered enough experience about life that nobody can deceive me anyhow. And nobody can scare me too. You know that thing they'll say, I can't believe you can do this. So, Maiyegun, you are very strong. You are very bold. That being weary. Because Timothy go through the life. I don't know your age. Nobody now go come they threaten me. We say, I've seen it all. Okay? And I've managed to get myself to a level whereby about beer down, me one-on-one. Go try, the 40 liar to buy me one-on-one. I don't care who you are. If you see me one-on-one, you cannot touch me and push me like that. That's all shake with fine. So I've achieved that in my life. I've gotten to that stage. So you cool when you talk about be careful of this, be careful. I'm just like, Baba, be careful of yourself. You too should be careful. And be very careful of me too. Okay? So I'll show you. You don't even know who you are saying you will show. When I was growing up in Odogbo, they would say, when somebody says Wahari, they'll say, oh, you, Wahari. Now, person will talk, say Wahari. Now, all of us gather the following day, they chop his own akara. Otikudanu. Yeah. So don't tell anybody that Waharawa me. And don't tell an Ijebu man. Don't ever tell an Ijebu man to be careful of those who can use, just too much. Shut up. So anyway, I love it when I go my tantrum way that way. When I remember my Ijebu-ness. What do you left for? But when I remember my Ijebu-ness in me, then that kind of give it all like, come on. Don't tell me to be careful when I'm talking about these rogues, okay? Don't ever tell me to be careful about your pastors. I know them better. All those your anointing nonsense that some of them are deceiving you with. There are many of your pastors today that if I see them one-on-one, they will quickly grab me and say, sorry, long time no see. Come. Please don't let anybody see you. Yeah, your main pastors. So when you now talk about anointing this, I say, yeah, shut up your mouth. Anointing with a jump pariwo. Momento shefa fun Adeboye. Where Adeboye, your pastor Adeboye, I know where his own Ifa is. I can go on and on, no. So don't come to me and tell me to be careful when I'm talking about these rogues, okay? Just listen to what I have to say and possibly just keep whatever lie they've told you. All right? I am not somebody you can tell to be careful. You can't be careful of any of your criminals in Nigeria. The way you see them is not the way I see them. And it's not my fault. It can't be my fault that you don't see them the way I see them. I don't see them the way you see them. Let me take one more, and I'm going to call it a day so that we can get ready for it. When I remember my hello there.
Moje jackpot.
How are you?
Fine. Maiyegun General. Thank you very much. I'm just persistent.
You just kept pushing and pushing, and I'm like, okay, I'll take it now.
Until Tibari will close channel, so close channel, Thank you very much. Oh, impressed me, Lokbo. Yeah. Oh, impressed me, Lokbo. And I'm short of words. But gbogbo àwọn kan tó ti troll out tẹ́lẹ̀ mo kàn fẹ́ já ẹ sí nítorí èmi ṣì wà ilé mi mo ṣì wà.
Èyí ṣì wà pẹ̀lú ọ̀sán yóò tí fẹ́ okay. Yeah.
Investigate náà ni màá máa já yín. Now, mo fẹ́ kó mọ̀ wípé lórí note wọ́n ń ṣiṣẹ́ lórí 5,000 and 10,000 notes yìí.
So what you push already, Abi? Because I want to know new notes.
Yes, tó bá ti di 2 years of his should be 1 year ló ṣe tán.
1 year ló ṣe.
2 years, 2 years. Àárín méjèèjì náà máa gbé jáde. Kò sí nǹkan tó máa stop wẹ̀. Wọ́n máa gbé jáde because they can't undo the cash flow.
And now
with that, with their level of economic transaction like that again. So
5,000 notes, 10,000 notes, watching sacrosanct in one
only specimen and I was post specimen Connie last year, but they declared it as fake news. But we knew there are two options. Two options. The first one was the way at which hyperinflation is going in Nigeria now. They should remove 1-0. They are considering two things, remove 1-0 from all of this money, okay? And then 1,000 naira will be 100 naira. 10 naira will be 1 naira. But now they also wanted to print larger denomination.
Larger denomination, yes. And now remove it and remove the 0. But is that they lack the perfect lack the technical know-how to undo that.
Right.
He lacked the technical won't experiment a lot of things. Nigeria is under, in fact, the entire 4 years will be under experiment.
Yes.
Experimenting Nigeria. One thing I just experiment. So that's one. Number two is that this revolution or the youth plan and all these things, they are much more aware.
Yeah.
They are much more aware. Then we should be more intelligent than what we are planning or thinking now. You should understand what I'm talking about. We should be more intelligent because the NSAS.
Yeah.
The NSAS is a litmus test. We should learn from the NSAS. And that is where Showore failed to understand. Showore failed to understand. If Showore have sat down and analyzed the NSAS, he will change his mind from one Nigeria perspective.
If he manages to see true.
Just sit down, we'll go and pick the story of those NSAS, the video, right from when it started, the scenario of what happened, the response of the politicians along the way, how they were sending youths, how they were sending thoughts to attack.
They have run away. The majority of them ran away that time. They ran around state governors. So
one song àwọn bá ń sá lọ, àwọn bá ti fẹsẹ̀ wọ́n mú ọba, wọ́n rò pé that's the end of Nigeria. Even the military has hands up. The military themselves hands up. Because they can't undo the crap. They quench the answers, number one, because the youths did not have any militia backing.
No.
Àwọn ọmọ yẹn kò fi igi lásán ọwọ́ jà, wọ́n dẹ̀ conquer àwọn people yìí. Because Nigeria realized they want to jẹ gbèsè, they killed their own citizens. International organization, everybody was quiet watching Nigeria. We pay what? What
actually happened on camera?
And if Showore and people planning or rising now have known or have been involved that time, they could have taken advantage of that time. But it's just that it was after that time that people's eye opened.
And it was too late.
It was too late, yes. And they calmed down the situation, trying to beg the youth. And apart from that, go and open warehouse. People should be carrying food. They use that to send people back home, away from the road. They were able to control the situation back. And after that, they went after youths and some people sponsoring
everyone identified with NSAS. They went after them.
They went after them.
They froze their bank accounts. They ensure that if they see them at the airport, arrest them. You know.
And that's the reason, because they know they are they are getting ready for you people now. They are tackling cryptocurrency. Because they see that that's the avenue where you can fund, So you should be more intelligent than what you are planning now. You should be. And the NSAS is a litmus test. Go, the people at the back should go and walk and analyze and reanalyze the NSAS. They will get a better way of capturing, and capturing Nigeria hands down. Nigeria hands down. Shebi Iluni Turkey. See military gbàjọba, àwọn aráàlú dẹ̀ jáde, they went to the house arresting the military in their own house one by one. Yes, the military hands up.
But when he came out, he was able to come out himself.
Yes. They move, they take them one by one in their house, the military. Yes. General, cantonment, one wobe, one. So, nítorí ẹ̀ ń bọ́ sórí street and protest, ni wọ́n ṣe wọ́n fún any chance, wọ́n yìnbọn fún yín. No, you don't need that.
Go inside
you
their place.
Get them, yes. They get people on ground here, tag their address, map out where these people are, the politician, the police station, the military cantonment, map everywhere, organize how you move in, and you will move in and take them.
Yes.
What do you come now?
And with that, once you have
but you have to structurally plan. Yes, you have to structurally plan it. Yes. You have to structurally plan it. But the NCB become people and Iluru and Shekini, one low effort, okay, so bomb saying shaking to that you have grouped yourself one place. No. When there is enough, Sheba as a force,
yeah.
What in the office? And you know, in a force that is equipped and enough, but you don't have office. So that's the difference. And it will be going on in different places. You have ordered instruction to go. And think about war. You think about war in the you have backing to my reinforce to help them. To my brutal yeah. So you have to. It's a structural. People in Masada. I think we return to governor. So.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
We are putting it in people's mind. Okay?
Yeah.
Because you know what will happen?
Yeah. So
when the time is right, go on. I want you to finish.
Our people in diaspora should stop talking down the people at home. Yes. If I'm not here, I would have been talking like the diaspora also. And some of our people in diaspora, you are once at home. Only got to le now. You have a means to go out. And when they want to go out, it means they have been perplexed, rendered the entity, they don't have
disadvantaged.
They don't have right. They can't do anything. Even you dare not say they are under slavery. They are captured under slavery. And few are these political abobakus that follow them all around and speak for them. Few are they. Think about you all in the join. I want to criticize politicians immediately. Because yeah. So that's it. It is the diaspora that we plan reinforce to come in to rescue the people and the land. And then the issue of religion, we are not getting it right. Our people are not religious like that. Our people are not religious. We are identifying all those pastors. I'm sorry to say, Iru Adeboye, because I'm a bishop, you know that.
Yes, sir.
So Timba Longbera Misita, I'm a bishop. I'd be okay, religious fight ni Moheti in Russia long. You know, from where I got oriented, it is not the way you do it in Nigeria. No. Iru university to dale yen. What wrong? Kí ló wà ńbẹ̀ tí àwọn ọmọ church yẹn ò lè máa lọ sí university yẹn lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́? Tó bá jẹ́ pé owó ni wọ́n need, ó yẹ kí wọ́n máa raise the offering nínú church yẹn ni fún university. Àwọn èèyàn máa sanwó síbẹ̀. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ máa fi maintain university yẹn. And the member of the church will have avenue to go to school.
And their children will have access to better education too.
In fact,
it's a win-win. Because it means that the entire church, and now the church will have, they will say, redeemed church members, so they have the highest number of graduates.
In fact, University of
best education, so that at least they need the best hand for everything. If Nigeria is looking for the best brain, they will come to you. Prayer warriors.
Oyedepo ni university. Millions ni won san.
They call it a winners university or something like that. I don't know.
No, mo ti gbàgbé orúkọ university Covenant University.
Something like that.
Covenant. Now, kele mo wípé this thing is virus tó ràn nínú Nigeria because there is no check. This man ní UK pẹ̀lú ibẹ̀ Ashimolowo Gateway. Now, nígbà tí àwọn UK tán dìrọ̀ mọ́ wípé ó ti lówó jù, ibi dẹ̀ ló ti rówó yẹn. Pín gbogbo owó yẹn sí méjì. Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ NGO la ní certificate fún ẹ? Ìwọ kọ́ ló lówó. Owó ọmọ UK ni. Ó yá pín sí méjì. Ó bá wọn fà á títí. Wọ́n gba 35% lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Wọ́n fi ìtókù lẹ̀ fún. Ìjọba wọ́n gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Now, ó gbọ́ ó rí pé this is true. Ó kó fund yẹn, ó kó West Africa straight, ó kó wá sílé. Ó kọ́ university sí Ọ̀ṣun State ní ìlú ẹ̀. Then, mind yẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni wípé university yẹn free ni àwọn ọmọ Ọ̀ṣun State náà máa wọ university yẹn. That was his mind. I got the information from one of his pastors. Nígbà tó débí, ìkan lára àwọn pásítọ̀ Oyedepo àbí bí nǹkan ni ló sọ fún yín pé kò lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. But in spite the fact, instead kó má gbowó rárá, ó wá reduce the tuition fee sí 100,000. Òun ni owó university ẹ̀ ṣe cheap. That is the person that want the university to be free. That came from abroad. The people here. And so it is virus. And there is nothing that can be good in Nigeria with this Nigerian system of government, except you break it and dismantle it. So dismantling it, we don't need to be religious and be saying that one that company level. Pé church ni wọ́n lọ ń dálẹ̀ wọn ọ̀dà bàbá ńlá rọ àwọn church ló tẹ̀ àwọn church ní transportation company àwọn church ní eatery àwọn church ní bàbá church ní hospital wọ́n ti change o wọ́n dá company lẹ̀ burúkú àwọn ọmọ church dẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ mbẹ̀ yes but wọ́n church yẹn ni wọ́n fi ń raise fund. Church and nothing raise a fund, but it should be for the betterment. It should not be expensive. That's what we are saying. So I want to get down pastor and my tag gbogbo la mu.
Eventually, Baba.
Gbogbo la ma mu. Now
it's as it's just a matter of time, Baba. That's what they are part of the establishment. They do not want this contraption to change. Everybody to bank like some change in Nigeria, they will come for you, but we will come for them too. Thank you so much, Baba. Nice day, okay? Take it easy, okay? You have a good one, Baba. Now, that is me drawing the curtains. I've got a replay to put on for all of us, okay? That's going to come up next. And I want to go and get ready for tonight. And I hope you will join me. Thank you so much for this afternoon. I'll see you later this evening. Good afternoon.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun Diary politico. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi